All right.
Let me fix these girls so I can play. They said nothing.
Cute, yeah.
What up, though? What's going on? It's your boy NoLove4DaHate checking in, and I ain't got nothing but love for you. Welcome to Live from the Stu. And today, we got a Detroit icon in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? A city legend, a hood philanthropist.
Say it again.
A hood. I don't think I can, but. When you do it the first time, you ain't got to do it again.
Say it.
We got Miss Delrhonda, Big 50, money bags in the building. How you doing today?
Hey, what it do? What up, though?
What up, though?
That's what Detroit say. What up, though? I rap my city.
Yes. And we gotta start this off with a little toast. I'm happy to have my sister in the building. You feel me?
My bro.
It took a lot to get you in here, man. You know, you busy. You busy, man. You stay working.
Yes, I mean, what else can I do? I got to work this job. I can't work the other job.
Yeah.
Well, this is a job for me now.
But you know what, though? That's a great way to really look at it.
Yeah, it's a job. I love it.
And you get to make your own hours, and you get the bag.
Yes, and I get up early. I get up early now.
How early? How early do you get up to do this?
For me, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I get up before. I used to stay in bed till 1 o'clock because my money gonna make itself anyway. So,
right.
I sleep making money. So, I get up at 7 o'clock now, work hard to get my bag, and I feel good that way, working hard to get my bag. It feels great, because when you're working to make your money, you hold your money because that means something to you. Okay. When you're in the streets and you're getting your money, you spend it so fast. It comes so fast. You spend it so fast. So I work hard for my money.
That's what's up. And you know what? You hit it kind of right on the head because I'm kind of like transition. I'm really making that transition in my life right now, like learning how to spend my money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's an important skill to have. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think it goes right along with what you just said. And that's me. I'm the only one that didn't turn their phone off.
Oh, he terrible.
I'm the only one that ain't turned his phone off. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's where I'm at in my life right now. Learning how to spend my money because it took some readjustment. Right. I was so used to just spending as soon as it came in. Now I'm like, I ain't doing the same things I was before. So now I kind of gotta really get in my bag when it comes to that. So how did you really like adjust going from one way to the other?
It was hard for me. First of all, I have to say I had to adjust because I didn't want to leave my kids and grandkids anymore. So I had no choice. And then being a fourth habitual, having more felonies than maybe men, Yeah. So I knew, I had to adjust to this lifestyle. That's pretty good for me because you're still hustling. You're still in your bag.
Yeah.
It's still a hustle.
Now I'm gonna take it back to the beginning because, I know who you is. And it's a lot of famous people that know who you are. Mm-hmm. But it's some people that might not come outside that they just might know. You know what I'm saying? So and I get that on my channel because I got a lot of the young dudes, young people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They just not starting to get outside.
Yeah, it's the young ones. Right?
So I wanna highlight you because you didn't just do something for yourself. You took your hustle and put your people on too.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's what No Love for the Hate is about.
And a lot of times, see, this new era, these young folks, everything is for self.
Right.
They got to learn how to open up because you're not going to get blessed until you bless somebody else.
Hold on. You got that? Now she talking to y'all right now, and that's for real.
That's for real.
Everybody just do stuff to gain something for themselves and not.
Yeah, they doing everything for clout. You can't do everything for clout. You got to sometimes. Old folks say you got to crawl before you walk. So guess what? You crawl before you walk. You got to give some love to other people. And and the young people now. See, I'm gonna tell you another thing what y'all do that's kind of different from what we did. Mm-hmm. They don't open the doors for older, elderly people anymore when they go into grocery stores and stuff. They don't help them to the car with their groceries. You get the young kids now today. If they go to the car with the groceries with the old people, they snatching their purses. Yeah. I'm not saying an absolute. I'm not saying all. But come on, y'all. We got to break the chain here. Let's do some things to turn it around, and then God will bless you 10,000 times.
10,000 times. That's what he say too.
Yes, 10,000 times.
That ain't something she making up. That's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. Yes, 10,000 times.
But yeah, it's crazy because a lot of niggas don't even want to pump the gas for their girl.
No, they don't want to do that. And you know what? They got away from opening the door.
And that's who they having sex with.
Yeah.
They having sex with the girl and still want her to get out and pump the gas.
Yes, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You get out and do it. I'm cold.
That's crazy, man.
And come on now. Y'all got to get away from that goddamn game. I mean, sometimes you're going to sit there and play that game, but you got to get your mind focused to get out here and get that bag, because that bag is not going to come to you.
No.
And it doesn't take a rocket science to do whatever you want to do and out here in this world. Okay, we all got 24 hours. Do your 24 hours, because I'm going to do mine, so where I do mine. So everybody got the same amount of time. Mm-hmm. Just get out and do it. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I get young girls all the time in my DM. Big 50, I want to be like you. I say, in what way? You know, because I want to know. Yeah. You know, I want to get out here and I want to get my bag. I want to be how you was. I'm like, you want to go to jail 4 or 5 times?
Right.
You know, you don't want to be me. You want to do things a little better than me. You want to do things to get in your bag the legal way. You don't want to do the things to get in your bag the illegal way, because guess what? It's jail come with that, death come with that, dishonor, okay?
Yeah.
A whole lot of shit, backstabbing shit. Always. I looked over my back all the time. I'm always looking over my shoulders, over my back. Because guess what? You learn not to trust anyone you're around in that game.
Yeah, you can't.
I didn't trust no one. And it was a shame, because it was people that was really close to me that loved me, and I didn't trust them. And I don't want to go around not trusting people. I want to have some trust in people. Yeah. You know?
Gotta. You want to be able to be vulnerable around your people. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Not a dummy.
Yeah, not a dummy.
But be able to be like, I can trust you. You know, I get that, because that's where I kind of came from. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because we going, like, for this interview, we're going to kind of coincide the film with, we're going to contrast the film to your real life. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Because, you know, it was some things that happened in your childhood, and I was like, damn, 50, hey, 50 wasn't no joke back then. You feel me? She wasn't no joke back then. Right. So you know what I'm saying? But I understand where certain things could come from as well, because I feel like I went through something similar. Because you know what I'm saying? I feel like when somebody picking on you or messing with you, and you take it, and then you just let it go, you don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah, you never know. I came up on the east side of Detroit. Uh-huh. You know, I'm an east side girl, and it is what it is. I mean, east side raised me, and the west side paid me. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I'm an east side girl, so it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough for me, and you had to fight. Sorry, you had to fight over there, you know? Right. You had to do a lot of fighting. Everybody always with this east side, west side stuff, but maybe back then it was a little different. Yeah. But now, I don't know why the people always talk about, oh, the east side girls, this and the east side girl. Girl, y'all all the same. Everybody the same. Yeah. Everybody running, getting bodies did. Everybody trying to get in the bag. Everybody trying to get a hair salon, a motherfucking boutique. Everybody's doing the same thing. So it's not a big difference on the east side, west side thing. Right. Okay, but guess what? I must say, the west side, y'all will come over there and get them east side men. Y'all get them east side boys all the time, man. So
it's some west side niggas going to get some east side girls.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the city. I will say this.
Yeah.
Remember, it used to be a big difference of how the city looked.
Yeah,
like you could really tell the difference.
You can tell the difference because
you can't do that now.
Yeah, it's the same. That's what I said. It's all the same. They always talk about, well, who was no dirt? Y'all had dirt in front of y'all house. Didn't have no grass. Okay, well, y'all might have had grass, but y'all lived in y'all mama's basements and had the bins pulled up on the grass.
Right.
So that's the kind of thing that people got into it about. You know, So now we all the same. So stop this East Side, West Side thing and just come together as one. We don't have no unity as being black people anyway. So we need to gain that and start gaining on the East and West. Stop gaming on that. Just let's do our thing.
It allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. You feel me? But in the movie, you stabbed a little girl in the eye with a stick.
Yeah, that was very true.
That was true. Was she picking on you?
Let me tell you a little something. It was me and my two girlfriends that I grew up with, and another young lady, and she was a little older than us, so we was like, well, we'll let her be the treasure. On the East Side, we sell everything. We got lemonade, we got cookies. We just try to make a little money so we can go to Kingsway. You remember Kingsway on the Boulevard? It was on the East Grand Boulevard. We wanted to go to Kingsway. So you don't probably know nothing about that.
No, I ain't. That was a little bit before my time.
And we said we was going to go. I know you heard of the Pumpkin Seed gym shoes. The white.
I ain't never heard. You heard of them? I ain't never heard of them.
She ain't even half as old as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Pumpkin Seed.
How old do you think I am, baby?
Well, you're probably what, 30-something?
Yeah. I'm in my late 30s.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I ain't going to tell you my goddamn age, but I just had a birthday.
When?
October the 28th. I celebrated on Halloween.
Mine coming up. That's why we rock with each other.
Oh, you in November?
Yeah.
You Scorpio?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. No wonder we clicked. Yeah, we're Scorpio. My Scorpio brother.
Yeah, man. You know it, man.
Yeah, so...
Double trouble on y'all.
Double trouble. And the Scorpio man is way meaner than me.
Oh man, no, we are very nice.
Yeah,
very nice, very loving, very nice. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Providing.
That's
giving
until you get
mad.
I had that Scorpio boyfriend on that East Side, boy. I can't wait. I'm gonna put the story on your ass, nigga. Yeah, I can't wait to do a part 2. I gotta say that was just the beginning of the shit.
Oh, so you got a part 2 coming out?
I'm trying.
We got it exclusive for y'all right now. Y'all see where it's going now.
Oh, because he was horrible. That Scorpio man. And you know what I said? I said, I ain't messing with no Scorpio man. When I grow up, I ain't gonna deal with no Scorpio man.
Got you one.
That motherfucker, he was more than an ocean now.
But I will say this. I can agree with that until a man reaches his maturity point.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying? Like I was like,
well, okay, well maybe so because now that he did his time in prison, he came home. Maybe he's different. Maybe he's different now.
Real talk. I hope so too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta grow. Different. You gotta grow. You know what I'm saying? I did things in my past that I ain't too proud of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't.
He told me to get on the roof and bark like a dog.
Yeah, I had a girl get on her knees in the middle of the visiting room in the prison.
What?
Yeah, I made her get on her knees in the middle of the room.
And do what?
Beg for my forgiveness.
Oh, God. See what I'm saying? They got to see. It's kind of like the same. He said, get on the roof. On the east side, the houses have the windows up there, by the bedroom. And I crawled on the roof. I said, now what you want me to do? He said, bark like a dog. I said, ruff. He said, bitch. I said, a real dog, like a Great Dane. And my voice is heavy anyway, so I was really getting to it.
Yeah. Now that's crazy. That's some
he was crazy.
He was
crazy.
Look, that's the thing now that's some narcissistic shit. I've been called a narcissist, but that's some narcissistic shit. You know what I'm saying?
He was crazy. He said bark like a dog and not a poodle. So I was put the Great Dane voice down.
Yeah, man. Hey man, love will make you do some crazy things, won't it?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Hey man,
And I did love him. That was crazy.
Yeah, you did.
He was so mean. He was very mean.
See, I practice on being nice now. I feel like you got to be nice now. You got to give. So. You got to give what you want to receive in life. You know what I'm saying? Because we all come from hurt places.
I'm not gonna say that I was an angel because I was pretty mean to him too.
But you had to get back with his ass.
Yeah. Me and him both. We have a shootout with each other.
Oh, see, I ain't never. You a Scorpio too, so I can't. Yeah. See, I ain't never had no Scorpio. I did, but she was doing the same thing. She was.
Yeah, we just alike.
Yeah.
You shoot at me, I'm shoot at you.
But it wasn't. We wasn't never in a full blown relationship. Like I ain't never kicked it with one like to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging out, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Partying, stuff like that.
But you know, and all in all, we cool. Yeah. Every time and it's so crazy. Since he been home, I haven't seen him yet. But everybody I know see him. And he be saying, "Oh, y'all know her? Oh, that was my bitch. She was the downest bitch I ever had before in my life. Just the baddest bitch I had." Oh yeah. We was.
He might not have changed yet. That nigga might not have changed. I ain't gonna lie.
He tell them women. Then guess what he said? Did she tell you anything about me? Cause he know I'm a He ain't shit. Yep, I'ma say it.
Oh, he's saying this to other chicks.
Yeah, like he meet these chicks, and I know him because he try to talk to him or something. But then when they mention me, he be like, "What you know about her?"
Yeah.
It's the baddest bitch I ever had. Yeah, that's the dumbest bitch I had. Yeah. She's the realest bitch I ever had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how he talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't grew up yet. He ain't grew up yet. Yeah, he's still on one, man. Shout out to you, guy. You see me? Keep going. But yeah, so
anyway, let's get back to the story here. So the ICE situation.
Yeah.
ICE situation. Yeah. So we let her take the money, and you know, every day we made money, gave it to her. So about 2 weeks later, we ready to go buy these pumpkin seed white gym shoes from Kingsway.
So we was like, white gym shoes.
We was like, yeah, you go.
I'm gonna look them up. Yeah, it's gonna be right here, so everybody can know. It's gonna be right here.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin seed,
so everybody can see it.
Yeah. So, we asked her. You know, she came down and she had on some pumpkin seeds. She had a little dress on, and I was like, "Oh, you look nice." And my friends, them was, you know, all of us pushing each other around. And I'm like, "So where did you get that from?" She was like, "I went to Kingsway." So we was like, "Well, where's the money? Because we want to go and get our stuff."
Yeah.
She was like, "I ain't got no money." So instantly, the Scorpio, I snapped. We started pushing each other around. Yeah. You know, that type of thing. And then they pushed it to me. And I looked down and I saw a stick. Now, I'm not glorifying this. Don't y'all think that. Because I'm very remorseful. When I went to federal prison, I went to a drug treatment program. I did, that program was a good program, by the way. People don't think, you want to get the time off. Everybody wants the time off. But it's a program that you really may need that can help. And it helped me.
Yeah, so, if you try to get something
if you try to get something out of it, and I really did. I wanted something out of it, and they focused more on that because, you know, that was in my paperwork also. You know, so...
Damn. They had that in your paperwork?
Yeah.
From a kid?
From a kid, yeah. Everything.
See, people don't be knowing that they can go get it. They'll get everything up on you, man.
They get it all.
Man.
They get it all.
See, that's the first time I done heard something like that.
Yeah, from being a kid, they pull up everything. You know,
damn.
When they want you, they want you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure, hey, this was a bad seed from the beginning. That's the way they want to make it.
They want to paint the picture.
They want to paint that picture. But, you know, I show them otherwise. But I looked down and I saw a stick and I grabbed it. And I just, that was nothing but the devil. But see, people don't know what goes on in a household either.
Okay.
So there was so much going on in the household. My mom had left us with our father. And my grandmother lived down the street. My father had to work, so we had to go down the street. There was lots of siblings in the house, maybe fucking 14, 16, I don't know, you know, and things was going on in the household. So that's what, you know, people don't say, oh, she's just a mean little girl, but you don't know what's going on in the household.
He was hurting on the inside.
Yeah, so that's why I tell my kids when they were growing up, I don't believe in that. What goes in the house stays in the house. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's
you know,
bullshit.
No, you speak up and talk to me because I can handle anything. You know, and I juked her. I juked her. It was like maybe so like an anger thing I'm taking out. You know, until I got the eye and I looked down and seen the eye on the stick and I put it behind my back and I ran home and I had blood in front of me. My grandmother and them was like, Rhonda, what did you do? Like, you know, with the, you know, my hand. I said, well, you told me anybody bigger than me, anybody mess with me, to pick up something. Yeah, pick up a stick, a brick, do something, hit them with it.
Yeah.
That's the way, you know, I swear to God, that's the way they taught us back then. So, and I did it. And she grabbed my arm and she was like, oh my God, you know.
And you ended up having to get like some restitution or something like behind that, right?
Well, my mother now, what happened was I was so young. my parents had to pay for her eye, which was a glass eye. So, back then, I had working parents. My father worked at Chrysler. So, that was a lot of money. And, they had to pay for her eye. And that was a lot of surgeries and eyes. And, paying for that to where I had to go liking on some things. And maybe, I don't know, but maybe some bills or something went liking for my father,
Yeah.
So, it happened, and when I was in federal prison, she came to our house over there on the east side, my grandparents' house, where I grew up at, and my uncle answered the door, and she was like, she wanted to see me, and my uncle said, Ivory, what are you doing here? She was like, I want to see Rhonda. She's like, my uncle was like, she's in prison. She was like, oh, really? I thought she would go there one day. She just, in her mind, she just thought that's where I'd be one day. And when I called home, that's when my uncle was like, I came back here today. She wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what she want to talk about? And I'm like, I know, I'm thinking negative already. Like, she coming to do something to me,
Yeah.
So he was like, no, I really believe she wanted to talk. She looked bad.
Damn.
Like maybe depression, drugs or something.
Yeah.
That could depress her.
Hell yeah.
She had pretty green eyes. Yeah, that could.
Okay, yeah.
That could. She's a light-skinned woman. That could have scarred her. Because I remember after that, seeing the scar, her eye, seeing the scarring up under her eye. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know. And again, I'm remorseful. I don't care. You people can go in the comments and say what y'all want to, but anybody know 50, they know I give them the shirt off my back and that I don't mean no harm on anything I do. Only time I attack motherfuckers, they was doing something to me, but that was a kid move. I was a kid. It was out of anger, and I was fighting with demons.
And you do, this is not the first time I done heard you say...
like, she gonna cry over there. Stop it.
I never heard you... I mean, I always hear you show empathy and remorse about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't never hear you laugh about it, because I don't watch other pieces and see you talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So you always show empathy at this stage in your life. You know what I'm saying?
I would. If she contacted me today, I would go and sit and talk with her.
Yeah.
And I would go live with her.
Okay.
I would go live with her so she can tell her side of the story, and maybe we can get that out. And if I can help her, I will. I will.
Mm-hmm.
I know, last I knew she lived in Indiana. I don't know for sure, but, I have searched the web looking for her a few times, myself. So,
just the fact that you feel that way, I feel like that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, because a lot of times we be real hard on ourselves.
Yeah, because I really feel like I owe her. Like that wasn't enough. Like, it was so. I mean, that's that part. But see, it was other things that I did that was probably worse than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Of doing that to her that I did to someone else. And that's why I say it was all childhood, just trauma. Yeah. Like you said, it was just trauma. And I really hate that too for her, the other girl. Shit.
Yeah. So man, we gonna pick it up on
my next movie too, the other one that we didn't talk about.
Yeah. And work that in there some way. But we gonna bring this back up on a lighter note. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So now that was your childhood years.
Yeah.
Early adolescence.
Early.
So now you ain't even big 50 yet.
Mm-mm.
You love 50 at this point.
I was Chip. My East Side name for my friends, they named me Chip.
Oh, okay.
My name was Chocolate Chip. They call me Chip.
Yeah. Okay, then, yeah.
That's why they hate this 50 shit.
Yeah.
Now, East Side people, they hate that 50 stuff. They be, what's up, Chip? They don't want to hear that 50
They don't want to
stuff.
call you that.
They won't do it. I mean, what's up, Chip?
Oh, cause that's your West Side name.
Yeah, that's a West.
That's your West. Oh, okay. I had to think about what it was. I'm like, what? That's your West Side.
That's a West Side name. Yeah.
That's crazy. You know, man.
East Side don't do it. They call me Chip.
Yeah, man. When you born on the East, man, they won't let you go.
They're not gonna do it.
Especially if you're doing something with your life.
Right.
No, you from over here.
Right. You Chip.
You might grew up over there. all that, but nah, you from out here.
Yeah, they always remind me that too. Yeah. Don't forget it, you from the east side.
That's how I was when I went to the joint. Like when I went to the joint, I'm like, nigga, I was born on the east side, but I learned how to my hustle is a west side hustle. This is what I know how to do.
Yeah,
you feel me? They like, nah,
that's why I always say east side raised me and west side paid me. Because it is what it is, you know.
It is what it is. So now at this point, what was high school like for you?
Oh my God, let me tell you. So I was bused to a lot of schools because of fights. Okay, so I went to maybe Kettering for a week and was kicked out over there. Well, I think it's what is that now? Some kind of plant on Van Dyke.
And what?
In 94. So it's come up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is. It's a big ass hill.
Yeah, it's a big old plant now.
Oh, they didn't knock the hill now.
Yeah, it's a big old plant.
Oh, yeah,
it's a plant. It still got the K out there. So, I was always fighting, getting in trouble. So I had to be bused. And then I went over to Cooley. Mm-hmm. And then I would skip over at Cooley because I had grown men picking me up in Cadillacs. I was well endowed for my age,
Yeah.
Small girl.
I hated them niggas in school. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I hated y'all old niggas, man. Y'all coming through.
Yes.
How can I compete with a nigga in a navigator? I can't compete. Man, what is you even doing up here in school?
Yeah. That was crazy. I was going to Cooley for a second and guys is coming up in Cadillacs and picking us up, me and the young girls, and I got used to that and hanging out with the guys in the Cadillacs, and then I ended up going over there, getting kicked out of there, and had to go to Redford.
Okay.
Get over there to Redford, wasn't there a whole year.
Because Redford was probably wild back then.
It was wild too.
My mama graduated from Cooley. Yeah. She ain't never said it was wild.
Cooley Cardinals. My brother and them did too.
So she said it used to, but Redford was kind of a wild school.
Yeah, Redford was wild too. So I ended up going over to Redford, didn't stay long. All my family, my siblings, because by that time my mom had moved to the west side, mm-hmm. And my siblings was all going to Cooley, and I'm better than the boys,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm better than the boys, so I get over there to Redford, but I was pregnant, so.
So at what age was this? 16, 17?
I was 15.
15, okay.
16.
And this was your daughter?
No, my daughter is the last.
Oh, okay.
This is my older son. I got a son.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was younger than her, though.
See, I got 3. I got 2 boys and a girl.
Oh, okay.
See, I got a son I got 2 grandkids with him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And he's older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 40.
Okay. Yeah. We close to each other.
Yeah, so we kind of
grew up
together.
Yeah. So what was that like?
Stressful. I did not want to have a baby at 15 going on 16. I stopped going to school because back then, young girls be embarrassed. You got to pop belly. You talked about. Ooh, you fast. Your mama let you do what you want to do. And it wasn't bad at all. Uh-huh. And I wanted to get an abortion, and she didn't approve of that. Women didn't approve of that at the time.
Right.
And she was one that really wasn't for it. So you lay there and have it. You lay there and screw for it, you're going to have it. So that's the way she looked at things. And it was cool. So I had the baby young, and I was like, oh, my God, this is hard work, Yeah. So she did most of the work. I had to give kudos to my mom because she really took over and wanted, still let me have a little bit of a childhood.
Mm-hmm. Now, was this your mother or your grandmother?
My mother.
Okay, all right, okay. Because I want to keep the story intact because some people might feel like your mama wasn't there and she just dipped off completely. You get what I'm saying?
My mom took that kid, and I knew she was like, "You go to school," but by that time I'm buck wild. I ain't thinking about school, but I did obtain my GED later. But I had to. I had to provide, so that's when about.
So
17.
Where was you? Hold on. Okay, now I need to set the tone for y'all. You feel me? I got you. All right, you got this baby. Mm-hmm. What side of town you on? Do you even have a vehicle?
No, I didn't have a car. I was 16.
Because I need people to understand that you ain't just that. You ain't just picking to make these decisions.
No.
You making it out of desperation. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us a lot of us do stuff that we would never think about doing out of desperation just to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
So we don't be poverty stricken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So so you 16, no car, living on the west side with a baby.
With a baby.
With your mama.
Looking at my mom every day like, please get this baby. This baby is screaming. What do I do?
Right.
Oh my God. So I tell you this.
Okay.
When I got like 17, I couldn't take it no more. Like, this baby's grown up. What do I do? So I had a friend that was back then. All my friends, they were white girls. So when I got to the west side,
because that area was like mixed back then. Yeah. All that bright mode, all that was kind of
it was white.
Yeah.
I was on Westbrook. And it was like that Brightmore. It was white.
Yeah.
So our neighbors was white and everything. So I started hanging out with the white people, and learning things with the white people. And see, people always talk about the different drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was. I guess THC is probably methamphetamine, is what they call it today.
No, THC
what
is weed.
That? No.
You mean MDMA?
No. It was THC. It was crystal tea. It was white and it was pink.
That's MDMA. I got arrested for 40 grams of methamphetamine. I was the first nigga with that shit.
Okay, MDMA?
Yeah.
But they call it crystal tea back in the day.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. But see, the real Molly is only like pink, kind of like a brownish tint.
See, they call it Molly and stuff now. Back then it was tea.
Yeah. But that was Molly. It sounded like they was messing with that Molly.
Yeah, it was crystal tea. And I used to grab that from the white girls and sell it. And, and then they had like these like things that looked like stamps. They was
hold on,
cartoon characters.
I'm about to tell you what it
was. Acid. Yeah. And they put on.
I don't know. I just guessed.
Yeah, but it was acid. It was like cartoon characters. I said I got to make me some money, so I started dealing that and that out the window.
So it was black. It was black niggas doing acid back then.
It was white. Remember, I was in that neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
And the black boys act like white boys.
Yeah.
They have the little bands tied around they jeans and stuff like the white boys.
Okay.
So and I started doing that out the window, and that money got good to me.
Okay.
They got really good to me. And
so, do you feel like that was the beginning of Big 50?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, because I had started. My mother used to be like, "What are you doing back there?" I'm like, "I'm in my room," but all the time they're going around to the back.
Right.
And they come in.
So you was trapping out your house?
I was trapping out the house out the window, out my bedroom. Yeah, out the window. They come and knock on my back window in my room.
So you done turned your mama house into. You might be in that first wave of people that was turning their mama houses into trap houses. You feel me? Serving out the back window, swinging the door. You feel me? That's crazy. But so that was the first time. That was your first taste of getting money.
That's my first taste. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my first taste of getting money.
Now, where did that lead to? So now you very small. Where did the ambitions to get more money come in at?
Well, as I started growing up, I wanted to put on nice things and nice clothes and present myself really nice. And like I said, I was in that white mixed area. And so you meet different people. And I met some Detroit police officers at the time, but they were Mexican. They were Mexican guys, and one of them liked me. So he started letting me do what I wanted to do. He didn't bust me. He started letting me do what I wanted to do. Because he liked me. I was a young girl. And he was quite older than me. But he knew what was going on. He let me do it. He ride down my street, make sure I'm okay. I go out and talk to him, and hey, sometimes go to his house or whatever. He let me do what I want to do.
This shit sounds like some Raising Cane's shit to me. I ain't gonna lie, man. What was Kane's mama name?
I don't watch it.
Rock.
Yeah, I don't really watch it.
Hey, if you watched it, you would be like, damn. Because, all right, so we'll get into that later on. Yeah, we'll get into that later on. Yeah.
It was a Mexican police officer that liked me. And
so you on the west side still?
I'm on the west side, yeah. That's right. Now, at this time, my mom moved on Mansfield and Tireman, between Tireman and Warren. So you know that's white, 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 black, white. Yeah, so.
That's damn near Dearborn.
Yeah, it was damn near Dearborn. Yeah, it was damn near Dearborn.
Yeah. Okay, so you really going crazy.
Yeah, I went crazy because then by then, you know, I met the white cop, you know, with all my white friends. And, well, I wouldn't say white, he was Mexican. Yeah. And he liked me. I was a young girl. Cute, see little girl with these big old tits. So
he was
on
chocolate chips.
Yeah.
He just wanted some chips and
yeah, he wanted it.
Yeah.
So, you know. So he kind of let me do what I want to do. And then after that, I knew that I would start going out with some of my friends, and people were catering to me. So I just felt like now, when I walk in the room, I own it. So now things going to change. Right. You know, I'm going to do things bigger and better. And I started going out, you know, Cotton Club, and, you know, we had the Climax, and we had all kinds of different clubs coming around here, Perfect Blend and The Lady and all that, you know. So things changed for me.
So do you feel like, because, you know, you had met guys, from it sounded like to me, you know, you met guys, but that seemed like the first situation where you felt like you could kind of manipulate a guy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a lot of manipulation in me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that was like
the older people, older men that I dealt with?
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
that's what I was trying to figure out.
Like, are very manipulative.
Yeah. So yeah.
I learned a lot of scheming and games from him.
Okay. I just, you know, I'm trying to figure out, you know, because it sounds like, and you was only 17 at this point. You know what I'm saying? So now you getting money, you able to provide. What is your people saying?
Well,
because at some point you can't hide the money.
No, you can't hide. No, you can't hide. I used to take my money to my friend's house. Rest in peace, Pookie. I used to take the money to her house because I had to hide it because Mom wants to know now where you getting all this money from. So I started hiding my money.
Did you ever like lie and tell her like, yeah, this dude gave it to me? Or?
No, I didn't want to tell her anything because I didn't want her to just think I was just leaving the baby running around with different dudes. Okay, well, I was doing everything under the sun, you know. So, you know, I started getting the money, and then I think about 19, I was gone. I, you know, let him stay at the house, and I was gone. I ended up moving to Oak Park. Me and my half sister, and I moved to Oak Park, and I started out with a house, a madam. I started out being a madam then.
Okay.
So, you know, I have all the guys come there because I got the flavor for women, you know, and start talking to them about different things and what's going on in the streets. And then I went out one day and I met my friend Skinny Scarelli.
Cause really the people that you got frequenting the brothel is dudes with money and connections.
Yeah, that's all money and connections.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just need time to go do what they got to do. But then after building a relationship, they
had women. You know,
they opening the door for you now.
Yeah, this is where these men had women, but this is where they had their fun at. You know,
and you wasn't no snitch. You wasn't putting people business out on the streets.
No, the women never even.
Because you know, there's some girls that'll put you on a threesome and then tell somebody like, "Yeah, I put you up on the threesome."
That's that new shit.
Not that I know.
Let me tell you this. That's that new shit these young girls do right now. Do you know back then my friends still would be like, I know my boyfriend was over there. I know my husband came by there. Because I always had those parties.
Right.
So I have these male parties and it's not for you. Don't tell your girlfriend. Don't tell your wife. When I, you know, you let you guys know the location. Y'all know where to be. And I just kept it quiet. And all my bitches knew to keep it quiet, you know? So they didn't do none of that back then. This bullshit they do now is horrible.
What they call it? Not pillow talking. Kissing and
telling, yeah.
Oh, kissing and telling that.
Yeah, sleeping with the enemy. All kinds of shit. Yeah, no. Back then they never knew. Them men I done been had parties to where I can look over in the corner and one of my homeboys, bitch, don't look at me. I'm like, honey, I'm not looking at you. I'm making sure you getting what you getting,
right.
and it's all good. And I know I'm gonna get mine. You know?
Yeah.
So I had to make sure my bitches was good, baby, and they was doing the right thing.
Right.
So hey.
So how, like, okay, because I know a little bit about that, so I know the right questions to ask to not, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you even? Because I done been chose a couple times, but I was living another type of life. So I was like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm on this right now. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how did you even be like, yeah, we about to, you feel me? Or did you just already had a clientele?
No, I just knew a lot of guys. You
already had a clientele. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I knew a lot of guys.
Yeah. Because it take a lot.
And then when you are a woman and know a lot of guys, then the women gonna flock to you. Oh, she know all the paid niggas.
Yeah.
All these niggas she know, they get money, so they flock around you. And then I just be like, girl, you want to make some money? This nigga ready. He saw you.
Yeah.
And so it led from that till it went bigger. Till I'm like, oh, I got this.
Right.
To the point where it went on so long and so many years to the block club will walk down the street with their papers in their hand and pass us up and be like, hey, we need one. The lady would hold them like, no. And I'll snatch it out of her hand.
And they got some shit about the house in there.
Yeah, they say.
Yeah. That's what I said.
They call the address. So I haven't said West Hampton suspected whorehouse and crack house. So I said, ooh,
so this is what I want to know.
Wasn't no crack house, so it was just a whole.
I feel like for a woman, it's easier to be a madam than it is for a guy to manage a lot of women. Like you got to really. They ain't gonna give you the same type of problems they gonna give me.
No,
you get what I'm saying? They not gonna go do all that extra type of stuff. So I feel like it was just easier. You know what I'm saying?
It is easier for a woman because men love a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They may have women and wives at home, but they like to do that thing called man. They like to get away, relax, get around a round table, talk business, and have the girls. That's just what men do. And women got to understand it ain't nothing personal. It's just business. These men are still going. They've been doing it in our grandfather days, and they love women. So, and I came to grips with that. It's kind of let a man do his thing, as long as he don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, it was interacting with each other, for lack of a better word. We don't come from America.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like a man, we come from a culture where a man supposed to have as many wives as he can provide for.
They say, yeah.
No. That's how it is.
That's how it is. Yeah, because as long as they say you can have how many wives as long as you provide for.
Now, the part that get it messed up is you got people that are below a certain economic line that should be grinding together to get above the poverty line, doing a whole bunch of bullshit to each other. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why certain people get mad. But if you really look at our history, we wasn't created to be monogamous.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that's the American way to think.
Well, that's the American way. Like you said, men were designed to have multiple women, wives, as long as they can provide for them. So, we always do it their way,
Yeah.
That's why we deal with what we deal with in our ancestral,
yeah, absolutely.
Our way, like I say to these young women out here today is, know your worth. That's number one. A lot of these young women don't know their worth.
Mm-hmm.
Love themselves first, and then you can love someone else. Always lend a helping hand to people. You never know what somebody go through on a day-to-day basis. And stay in your bag. And if your man is a cheater, guess what? Your grandfather cheated. Your grandfather's grandfather cheated. So it happens. As long as that man is respectful to you, he's taking care of home, and he's not being overly disrespectful, then do what you got to do. I had a friend that got 7, 8 so-called wives.
Yeah.
That's what he called it, and then that's his way. But as long as he's taking care of them women and they all happy, that's fine too. But for some of these women that want to roll like that, and that ain't the way y'all want to roll, then y'all know what to do. Get away. If that ain't with you, this is what you don't want to do in life, and you want to have your man to yourself, which I doubt it ever happened, but you know.
The thing about it is this: like, women want a nigga to take care of you, give you everything, and then you give him attitude. You don't have food cooked for this nigga when he come home.
Yeah,
you don't really even think about him at all throughout your whole day. It's nothing in your day is like, man, let me do something nice for this nigga.
Well, I tell you what.
You know what I'm saying?
It's this new era. Back in our day, I'm not saying I'm too old, ladies, so don't get it twisted, but
yeah, don't get it up.
We cook for the man. We even did baths, ran their water for baths. And, we cater to the men. A lot of times the young women nowadays, they don't have time. All they're thinking about is who's going to get the next bag and the next new shoe out. And they'll sell the shoes from last year in a purse because they want to make sure they keep up with the Joneses this year. Excuse me. And that's what it's not about. It's not about that. Because guess what? I got some shit from 20 years ago that I still got in there that I spent money on, and I'm going to keep my shit. Because guess what? Ain't no 2 days the same. And not only that, shoes wear out, clothes get old too. So while you're sitting there buying, see, I remember when back in the day, in the 80s, I'm carrying Chanel bags, and they laughed and said it was the old lady bag. But soon as a rapper rapped about, I bought my bitch a Chanel bag, every young bitch ran out and got one. Okay, now Chanel went up because they really don't want hearing them know it. Scary. The American black people. Okay. I ain't gonna say the N word. We're gonna bleep that out. Bleep.
I got you.
The black people, they don't want us carrying their bags no way. So, they're going up on the bags, 11,000, 10,000, because they just want to see how foolish black people are with their money.
I never heard nobody put it like that.
Yeah, I'm going to say it straight out. I mean, I don't sugarcoat shit. They just want to see how foolish we are with our money because we're going to be the first one to go buy it because Becky's not going to do it. Becky's going to analyze that bag and be like, oh, the leather looks like it's, they changing to me. It don't look like it used to be, No, they're not going to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm glad we brought that up, that you said that they're not going to pay for it that way because I like to give a little game in the middle of this. You know what I'm saying? So about finance or whatnot, it's all no love for the hate. So we're gonna give a little game out. So basically, what I discovered about buying designer shit, right, is that I can use the reward points for my credit cards like cash.
Yes, like cash. Yeah.
So when you start doing that, what you can do is I'm about to give y'all some game. It don't even matter now at this point. So boom, this is how you run up rewards points. Say this hat costs $1,000, $500, right? Whatever, right? I'm going to give them $300 in cash. And I'm going to spend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend $300 on my credit card and give them the rest in cash. I'm going to take this back. I might buy this hat 3 or 4 times just to run my reward points up so I can go back and buy it with the rewards points.
Yeah, so you can keep it. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So but the key is to pay for it in half. Because you still get the rewards points when you pay for it like that. So that's a free game for you. You feel me?
Right. Boom. You see, you learn something every day.
Hey, man, I try to give
because these bucket hats do cost money.
Yeah, that's you right there.
That's me? Man, I'm going to be putting mans on that. Okay. Yeah, so.
That's all you.
Yeah.
So, back to what we was talking about. Okay, so now we at the point you getting money. You getting small money though. You ain't really. Whoa, no, hold on. You clocking some dollars now. You got the house. So now you making a nice amount of money.
Yeah, I mean the girls brought in most of the money. $3,500 a trick, $5,000 a trick.
Whoa. Hold on. Because they doing it for the $40 holla right now.
No, we didn't do that back then. Nah, them boys had big money. $3,500, sometimes $5,000 a pop.
Man, what? Them Las Vegas prices. Not that I know, I'm just saying.
Okay, but guess what? That's what it was back then. The boys had that money.
So what you saying is this, right?
These 80 boys, you got to remember, it was a lot going on back then.
Yeah, they had 50 of them joints was like a 10-pack.
Yeah, that shit was no joke. It was big money back then.
So let me get this straight, man. So these guys, they knew when they swung this dough, when they run that doorbell, that they was gonna have to pay at least what's the minimum you can come in.
$3,500. That's what you're gonna pay for the girls.
For one?
Yeah, you don't get no double ups back then. They didn't do that. They didn't just bring a friend type shit back then. Now that shit is new. That's why it fucked me up. I'm glad I ain't in that kind of era. Cause now the gonna get $3,500. Oh, there I go again. The man is not gonna get you $3,500 unless you bring a friend. They want to double up. They want
$3,500. You gotta bring a friend. You might have to bring two.
Yeah, see,
you might have to bring two.
No, back then you didn't have to do that, baby. They were setting the women out like hell. Half of the time, you didn't even have to sleep with the men.
They just go in there and talk to them.
Yeah, them niggas like sit there. They whatever they did, they like sit back and talk. Just to say they did it. Big rope chains hanging to the floor, all that good old stuff.
Man, that's
you didn't have to do all that, but the girls.
But it was more money though. It was a lot more money floating.
A lot more money floating around than now.
Yeah, it was a lot more. So okay. So on a daily average, what was the house make? That's $3,500 a joint.
Oh yeah, we can do. We'll run the house all night. It's like the house never slept. I didn't turn down anything. And my sister, we didn't turn down shit. If it was 6 a.m. and we jumping out the shower and the phone ringing and come on, time to get up, get ready.
Say it's time to go.
Yeah, so I say weekly.
Yeah.
Back then, 20, 30 grand weekly.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Who is the correct... I don't want to know the name or nothing like that, but have you ever had like a politician or judge nigga come through?
Oh, we had some...
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody...
I had a friend
like a radio nigga, TV nigga or something like that.
I had a friend that was a judge, downtown judge, that I always see, and... I stopped, he liked me. He was interested in me. Yeah. So I just got tired of clearing up the bitches' tickets. So I'm like, y'all got to go down there and I'm going to put y'all with them. Y'all got to go back there and do it yourself. I'm not finna yum on
for you, motherfucker.
For you bitches.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure, okay. Now because... that's kind of intriguing to me. I always had that.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
what was so crazy?
What?
The guy that cleaned my fish tank. It was a little guy that lived next door to us. Mm. He was at the time, he was like 18. And he used to always say, oh, I love the ladies over there. He just was so in love with me. And he used to always want to come over to this house. I'm like, you don't want to come over here to this house. I want to come over to this house. And it was so funny, the guy that cleaned my tank, he was like, and he's a white guy, a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. He says, 50, I ain't met someone that knows you. He said, I know that girl. She lives next door to me. She lived there for years, and I was in love with her. And they had a different kind of house. He didn't really know if to say that to him or not. And he was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, they were all prostitutes. Yeah. And that's what he said, And the guy was a real nice guy, little boy. And he even called him for me. And I talked to him. This was about maybe 3 months ago. He's married with children now, but he came over to that house and had this experience.
Yeah. See, I lived.
He was a little kid. He had fun.
So I went to Europe when I was 17. I was in the army and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I lived in Europe for from 17 to 20, basically.
Wow. So you got some babies running around back there?
I do got one, I believe so. I think I got a wrong kid,
I know you do.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I do, man. No, look, the crazy story is I was dealing with this Brazilian girl, and then I went to the war, and I had lied about my age when I was messing with her. Mm-hmm. She was like 24, and I was like 19. I lied and told her I was a little older than that. Ooh. And she stopped talking to me. But I felt like, because she used to do anything while I was in, like she would send me all kind of stuff when I was in the war. You feel me? And then when I almost died, I'm like, man, I can't die with her not knowing the real about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to not know who I am for real.
You got a little tender dick, huh?
No. I make them tender. You feel me? So I just had to hit her like, you almost died. You want everybody. You don't want to die with the person you got feelings for, not knowing who you is for real. You feel me?
You hear him?
Have you fought in the war?
No.
That's some scary shit.
No.
It's some scary shit.
I never had a job in my life.
I did. I worked at McDonald's and Little Caesars.
I never had a job. I'm sorry, but
before I went to the Army. You know what I'm saying?
I'm working now real hard.
Yeah. I ain't had one since I went to the Army. I've been self-employed since then. You feel me? Okay. But I went when I was 17. I was a kid. I was bad. I ain't know no better. My mama
that was good, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It saved me. Because 3 of my homeboys had life that year. Okay. So that's kind of like what made me go. Because we was all on the same type of you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, them cut into you about that bag life.
Oh, the bag life.
That turning you on to some money.
Yeah, for sure. And I was going to
lead me into that. Lead me into that. So how did that go? We don't want to know the person, but we want to know how the conversation went.
Well, you see, back in that time, it was Boy. Mm-hmm. Boy was popping really heavy back then. So, yeah, I was cut into about it. Didn't know nothing about it. It was introduced from a couple guys, one thing led to another, and I was on. That's all I could say. I was on. I was on.
Now, this the early 80s?
That was the early 80s.
Okay. All right.
That's the early 80s, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to set the tone.
Yeah, that's like early 80s. And then it got better and better. And then come probably like, my boy had just got home from prison. Mm-hmm. My homeboy had just got home. And that's when I met him. And then, and it was Club Wise. Mm-hmm. And that was my homeboy. That was Scarelli, Skinny. And I'm when you gonna make, we met in the club.
Okay.
And he was like, what is, guys always talk shit. So what they call you? What you mean? I'm Rhonda,
Yeah. So you wasn't even calling yourself 50 then?
He called me. He's the one that.
Oh, he the one that, okay. Yeah. I remember in the movie. Okay.
So. And I wasn't using the chip name.
So how old was you at this point?
I was 20, maybe 5. Okay. 25,
so you adapted to
25, 26, maybe something like that. Yeah. And then.
So you meet Skinny.
I meet Scarelli.
Skinny Scarelli in the club. You feel me? So now y'all rocking.
Now we rocking it. And I'm like, call me when you make some money.
You told him that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, what are those? 30s, 40s. I said 50s. He said 50s. And that's when he come up with the name. I'm going to name you Big 50.
Big 50.
Yeah. And that's when, things went haywire. He took me to another level.
Now, as far as level-wise, what would you say is the level he took you
to? Buying myself 2 to 3 at a time.
And then, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Buying 2 to 3 to getting offered hundreds.
Right. Because see, that's what a lot of people don't know.
Because I can move so fast. That's why the guys like me.
Yeah.
My homeboys, I can get a bag so fast and move it so fast. I'm not waiting until the next day. It's over with in one while. Right, so just like that. It's not.
You know what?
I can move so fast.
That's a skill, man.
My name should have been Lightning.
For real, man. You know what I'm saying? Gone in 60 seconds.
No, yeah, I really can go.
No, that's real.
My thing is, I had a little skill to my shit. It's like I line mine's up.
Yeah. Yep.
So we won't be waiting around. We ain't waiting for the dough to get kicked in. We ain't going overnight. So come on. Let's hit it.
That be happening when somebody call and ain't got no play lined up. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Nigga, Anyway, so yeah. So now we at the point where you big 50. You running through 50.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you ain't getting in trouble for that.
Well, not the first time.
Okay.
I got in trouble the first time.
No, like leading up to that, like you having a good run. You having a good run.
Yeah, I'm
having. See the important. I got to break down the importance of the run, because people don't understand that niggas really feel like this. Like when you in the streets, it's a career choice. Like no, nigga, you supposed to do it.
Well, with me, like that's what I'm saying is I had my hands into everything. Okay. That's why. Really, they probably really wanted to get me on record here because I do everything.
And you still had the house going on.
Yeah, I still don't have one thing. We moved out the house.
Okay.
We moved out the house. My sister went one way, I went another way. Okay. But I was still dealing with men that wanted girls. Okay. So we just didn't have to do it in the house. I could just send the girls to them. Okay. Or something like that. So we split apart. Yeah. And I started dealing with income tax. My white girlfriend, she's Armenian.
Now, this the girl. Now, did you know her from when you grew up?
Oh, yeah. Man, that was my childhood friend.
Okay.
Remember I said that with white people now.
Do you
all
feel
my
like
friends was white?
That's what because I feel like diversifying your portfolio. Mm-hmm. Meaning having friends of different races. Man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me just break it down for y'all. Mm-hmm. When you got friends of different races, it helps you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you learn different hustles.
Yeah, first coming from that east side, coming to the west side, I didn't want to be there. I don't want to be around these people. Everybody over here, they're white, and Yeah. So, no, that's just that young shit. Then I learned, and all my friends was white. Most of my friends was white.
I was in that area too.
All my girlfriends was white, and all of them dead. Ain't that crazy?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, all of them dead. All of them dead now.
Damn. I don't even know what button I can hit for that, man. R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
Fucked up. For real.
Yeah, well, I'm dead.
So, at this point, you running the bag up. You getting money, fucking with Skinny Scarella. Mm-hmm. Now you done jumped in the tax bag with your Armenian homegirl. Mm-hmm. You got money coming from all different directions, man. What is life like at this point?
Let me tell you this. Okay. It's so crazy. Because that tax money was so fast and so quick. I wish I hadn't never touched no drugs. Because if I can get $70,000 a day on that, and then it didn't even take me long to get it. It was like a run for 3 months. Yeah. Until it was my mom was scared. She didn't even want to come no more. I think somebody's following me. She was like, I think somebody's following me. I don't want to pick up no more of this money. I can't. Let's trade cars. No, I don't want to do it.
Now, do you feel like somebody was following me?
Well, she felt like that because it was so much money I was handling.
Okay, yeah.
She was a little, older, and she what is it, So.
She like, I ain't, all right, whatever it is, I'm straight. Right. I don't care.
Yeah, so.
They will come up with a reason.
Yeah, that was quick, faster than a hurry money right there.
So I'm gonna just jump in and ask you this real quick, because we getting money, we spending it. What's the most you done held on to at one time?
Well, most I held on to
after you done paid the connect.
Yeah, I mean, I have millions. After you done I had millions. I done set on millions. I done spent $1 million in the store. See, people think people think $500,000, $500,000, I can blow through that shit in a couple days. They used to, for me and my girlfriends, they used to close Scott Gregory's. See, people might not know about Scott Gregory's back in the day, but they used to close Scott Gregory. Mark that owned it used to shut that motherfucker down. CJ was our salesperson. They used to shut that motherfucker down for us. Okay, I closed the store down.
So you come from shutting them
down? Yeah, I shut it down.
That's what I was just about to ask. So was you traveling, like going to like events, concerts, shows? You know what I'm saying?
Stayed in that. Vegas was our thing back then. every time you look up, Mike Tyson, as soon as we sit down, he's knocking the out and we back up again. You know, big parties, always traveling. Hell yeah. That's what we did. Yeah. We party, we travel, we drink. Back then, Pipers was our big things back then.
That's the champagne.
Pipers, right? Pipers, then went to Moet.
Yep. Yeah. So, like, while you was living in the moment, doing everything, right? What's some things you wish you had did with your money?
First of all, I wish I had bought property. Second of all, I wish I would have knew about. Nobody talked to you about saving and what for rainy days and how to finance. Someone to help you tell you about your money. Oh yeah, well you got this much. You win it down. Don't do this. Have me a financial advisor or something.
Did you have anybody like teach you about credit? Did you know about your credit back then?
We didn't care about credit then.
Right.
All we care about, fuck credit, we'll spend this money out of our pocket.
Cause see, that's what my mama taught me. So is that what the older people were teaching you? Like, don't never touch your credit, just use your cash.
No, just use cash. They didn't even talk about credit then. It was always used.
So it wasn't even a conversation.
No, it wasn't a conversation. And then too, people that we knew and car dealerships, everybody was scamming. The car man, hey, put 10 on there. We're gonna hide that dude. Everybody had a way out of no way.
Right.
Back then, everybody had a way. To make the money and to hide money for you and do different things like that. But I wish I had a financial advisor or had someone in my ear saying a rainy day coming.
Not speaking of rainy
glitter, all that glitter ain't gold, Rhonda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all the time I got robbed anyway for everything I had all the time.
Because you're spending so much going around the other way.
Yeah, just senseless.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So speaking of rainy days now, we didn't talk about you balling, living it up. Nah, they come knocking at the door. You didn't been jugging. You didn't been finessing. What brought them to your door, and what was that day like?
I gotta go back and back. The first time I brought to the door was I always been in raids. I'm not gonna get that twisted. I'm always somewhere at the wrong time.
Oh, really?
I was in a lot of raids.
Because I'm thinking you've been just like flawlessly trapping.
No, I'm always in raids. I was always in raids, but get cut loose, what I'm saying? Always in them raids. But for the big thing for me was when they come beating down my door, it was more of a shock to me. I was stunned, devastated.
Yeah.
And it was about income taxes.
So this is the 70,000 you was talking about. That was telling me.
That was income taxes, and I was doing other stuff, but I didn't ever think I was going to be busted for that.
Yeah.
Damn. But somebody got caught up, and they told.
Okay, that's how it happened. That's normally how I go.
Yeah, that's how I go. It always go like that for me anyway. Someone get caught, and they always tell on me. So
story of my life.
Yeah, they always tell.
So they come to the house, kick the door in, detain you. What was that first court day like? Because you didn't know what you was being charged with until you went to court.
No, when they came for income tax, see, I had seen something that didn't look normal, like going in my garbage. And my babysitter called me like, someone's out here going in the garbage at night. So I drives up on them, jump out. What the fuck y'all doing?
So they flashed on you.
I said, whoa. This was a different kind of flash.
Yeah. Oh, I know what they flashed. They upped on you.
Like, move back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we called. So I told my babysitter.
Showed you that little black wallet.
I told my babysitter, like, call the police and tell them somebody inflicted a badge. And they said, this don't have anything to do with us. Like, it was some real boys, So sitting around my house and to the point they were making themselves so obvious, to the point they didn't even care. They were so mad at me. 2-3 agents dropped off the case and one stayed. One lady agent, she stayed on it. She was not giving up off me at all. She was sitting on the side of my house and my son to go out there and be shoveling snow and be like, that lady's out there. He even used to say, Mom, we're getting followed. It's a yellow vet behind us. I'm like, a yellow vet? Yeah, I'm like, oh, kids love cars. I'm not listening to my kid for real, you know. So one day, I seen the lady on the side of my house and I went out there. I said, hey, you want something to drink? She looked. I said, you want hot chocolate, coffee? You want some rum? Oh, you want a beer? Because she was a white girl.
Yeah.
You want a beer, huh? You a beer bitch. You want a beer. And that's when I said, come on in, because I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah.
Whew. Next day, I'll never forget. I'm there and I had been hung out, and I was drinking, hanging out, and I went to bed, and my son was upstairs looking out the window. He said, Mom, get up. Get up. He was this is the 40-year-old I'm talking about.
Right,
At the time,
right.
he was 11.
Okay.
He said, get up, Mom. It's a whole lot of these pretty cars out here. The ones that have been following me to school. I said, what? I peeked out. I looked at him. I said, Rodney. I grabbed him. I said, Rodney, please don't talk to these people. These people are bad for you. No, I'm coaching him as me and him running down the steps.
Right.
Don't talk to him. You don't talk to no white. That's why I had it. You don't talk to white people. They bad for you. This and that.
Right.
You know. So we run downstairs. They beating on my door. As soon as I went to open, they kicked in. She said, I'm here. Where that beer at?
So now y'all know.
Yeah.
Hey, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. So
don't fuck with them people.
It was so crazy.
Yeah.
That was so devastating to me, and it was so crazy because I didn't even have a chance to call my parents, my family, and say, come and get my son. But my mom, them, you know, you got that family intuition or something. My mom, them, they were coming down the street, just going past my house and saw all those people out there. And she was all I remember her screaming, give me my motherfucking grandson.
Say
give me
for
my
real.
grandson. My sister, give me my nephew. You know?
So they let him go with them?
Yeah, they let him go. And they kept me in the house. You know what they said?
What?
I don't want to hear nothing about you getting no cold pepper or no or Cornelius Pitts. I don't want to hear them two names.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay.
That's what I need to get.
Yeah, well, I got it. So, they didn't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about Cornelius Pitts or cold pepper.
So who you end up getting?
Cornelius.
I knew it.
But I also used Culpepper before, because Culpepper my boy.
Yeah,
that's my dog right there.
Okay.
He got me out of a lot of things. I had pulled a gun, road raging, before I beat that case.
That road rage, man.
Yeah, I'm a road
I got
rage.
that bad
I had
too.
to stop.
I ain't gonna lie.
I stopped because when they came to drop that card in my door, and I called Culpepper and said they got a card, and he called and he said, "Who did you road rage with?" I was like, "I don't know." He was like, "Well, the girl got your license plate, said you put a gun on her, blah, blah, blah." And, so I ended up going to court for that, and I beat it.
Yeah, I ain't went that far, but if I will cut your ass off.
No, I used to.
If you hit my shit, we gonna have a problem.
I used to pull them out and pop, 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 blah, blah. But yeah, no, I would road rage heavy.
Okay, all right. So what did you end up ultimately get for taxes? But what did you ultimately end up getting charged with, and what did you get sentenced to?
Okay, what I did was I got 3 years probation and a year teller. And me and my girlfriend Valerie, and Valerie ended up. She was Armenian, so her father had died, and she wasn't hearing none of that.
Yeah.
She wasn't, Armenian people was not going for anything. Yeah. So she was not playing by the rules. See, I just made it a party at my house every day.
Yeah.
I made my money at home and everybody came to me.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't take it. She felt like she was confined. So they ended up putting her in a halfway house and she wouldn't play by the rules then. And then, she was not playing by the rules. But you know what was so funny?
What's that?
Is our restitution is $400,000 a piece. And the agreement was if one of us dies, we catch the other one. She died and I caught hers.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your co-defendant restitution is your responsibility
right now
when you catch a Fed case.
Yeah, right now that's the way. I guess we agree to that. Yeah.
So okay. So how much did they ultimately say y'all took?
8.5.
And you only had to, that's a good ass loan if you ask me.
Right, 8.5. That's what they say.
Hey, give me 4 M's, and I only got to give back 4.
I think out of that we probably got close to $2 million apiece.
Right, you know they're gonna put a 10.
So they're gonna put a 10 on it.
They're gonna do that anyway. So you basically get a little slap on the wrist.
Yeah, it was kind of like a slap on the wrist, but
it was enough to scare you.
Yeah, but no, it didn't scare me. It just It just came. It just hunted me because that led up to something else, and then something else. You know what I'm saying? It just.
So yeah, talk about how life was after that. Like,
I'm gonna tell you, the people always thought I was. I always slip through the cracks, as they call it. That I'm maybe sneaky, or I slither through the cracks. Yeah. I don't get enough time. I always get a judge that don't give me a whole lot. And she does way more than this, and y'all, that type of thing. And maybe it was just God for me because I really didn't get no whole lot of time each time that I went to prison. How
many times did you go to prison ultimately?
Really 2 times, and the rest has been like tellers and probation.
So, and what was the longest time you did?
3.5, and Camp Cupcake.
Where is that at?
West Virginia. With Martha Stewart.
Okay. Was
me and her was in there? Yeah, me and her was in there. Yeah.
Hold on, man.
See, I ain't going no farther because this almost over.
Yeah, man. But you was locked up with Martha Stewart.
Oh yeah, look at one of my posts on my thing. One of my me and my homegirls, 039 girls. Shout out to Kathy Carolus. That's my homegirl. She just died. She's from South Carolina, and I love you, Kathy. She came to see us, and we all sitting on the couch talking about it. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go check that out. And y'all know already where to find Big 50 at. I've been putting it up here on IG throughout the whole segment.
The real Big 50 on IG.
For sure. Yes. And if you want to come up here and tell
on
your
Twitter,
story,
the real Big 50.
You on Twitter too?
Yeah, and Anna Nicole.
So
on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't really do too much on Twitter, but there's a lot goes on that Twitter. Woo!
Yeah.
They got some stuff going on.
Yeah, Elon Musk just bought Twitter.
Oh, I thought he decided he wasn't going to buy it.
No, he just took it over and gave it free speech.
Because they was going to take him to court.
Yeah, no, he just took it over and they gave him free speech, and all the white people saying on there now.
Oh, I heard it's a mess now.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to on Twitter.
Oh, I heard it's a mess now. So
you feel me? But look, if you would like to come up here or get your product up here, man, call the number 248-805-1813, man. Send me a text or call, and we'll make it happen. So now we ending it. But before, no, we ain't done yet. We ain't done. I ain't letting you get up out of here that quick.
It's been an hour.
Because we gotta really tell the people where you at right now.
Okay.
And what you got coming up.
Okay. I can't tell everything I got coming up, but
I mean, give them a little something so they can stay in tune.
Well, first of all, I'm on IG, the real Big 50. I think my IG is connected to my Facebook. If not, it's the Anna Nicole on Facebook, and on Twitter, same, the real Big 50. I have a book out called A Hood Tale.
Right here.
You got it?
It's right here.
Okay.
You don't see that? It's right there.
Okay. All right. That's okay. I see it.
Yeah.
A Hood Tale, Beyond B.E.T with Big 50. So you can get that on Amazon. I'll be soon. I'm gonna have a book signing, and you guys can get it then. It'll be a little more on that with a book signing.
Yeah, you're gonna have a tour for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little small tour for that. And that's a novel. That's not my memoir. My memoir be coming next.
Okay.
So that's the big one. That's the everything goes in there. Okay.
You got the reality show coming too.
Yeah, so I'm working on Beyond the Pole right now. reality show. December the 11th, we're doing something with Nico, aka Uncle Clifford, down in the valley where the bitches get naked. At the MGM Grand Hotel Casino, Detroit, 51,081. That's a cup of tea.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here. I really appreciate you coming through. I feel like, you broke your story down the right way, especially for the people that watch my interviews and podcasts and whatnot. You feel me? I feel like they need to know that who are some of the pillars in the community.
Yeah.
Especially the community that we in. You feel me? Because you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. You
better say it. You better say it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy NoLove4DaHate checking in and checking out, man. We up.
Yeah. LFL.
Yo, this NoLove4DaHate. Thanks for tuning in. We almost at 10,000 subscribers. We got like 6,000. So run that up to 10,000 subscribers for me. Run them views up, man. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. And don't miss this hot content that's about to drop next. Peace.